date this.
I've seen people with way worse habits and way worse debt. I'm not going to lower my standards.
Of course not, which is why you've been single forever.
I'm not going to settle for less. I agree.
I know what Congratulations to that, but the people that would be there will never want you.
It is not that bad of debt.
Hammer Elite is the best YouTube membership on the platform, and I just upgraded it. 3 exclusive dedicated shows every single day, Monday through Friday. And for the rest of the month, I am paying for you to sign up. Sign up for Hammer Elite in the description or pinned comment below and submit proof of purchase at hammerelite.com. After that, I'll send you a $10 digital gift card that can be spent basically anywhere and in most countries. This is the best membership you'll ever join. That's a promise.
My name is Harmony. I'm 28 years old, and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
Why does your name and your location have to have so many R's in it? That is very racist towards your mouth.
I ask that every day of my life. Okay. Honestly, it is such a mouthful.
That's what she said.
What do you do in Fort Worth? Sorry. Okay.
Well,
that's the one time had to get it over with. Please go. What are you doing?
I currently do not have a job. As of last Monday, I quit my job. I was a Starbucks barista for 7 years, and I just.
Oh, this is gonna be so hard not to mimic. Okay, gosh.
Feel free to, honestly.
Okay. Why'd you quit your job? Your Starbucks job?
I was there for 7 years, and I went through 7 store managers.
Okay, well, it's working in food service, people come and go.
Yeah, well, he was awful, and I've gone through my fair share of awful store managers, and after that, we had a terrible week, and I was done.
You're just hitting them. You're hitting every word you could possibly hit.
I can't hear it.
I can.
I cannot hear it at all, so.
I'm sorry. I haven't processed anything you said. Okay, yes, okay, they suck, and you left.
So I resigned. I just straight up resigned, and...
See, people would say quit, but because resigned has an R in it...
Oh, well, I did. I wrote my letter of resignation, and I gave it...
Stop!
I wrote my letter of resignation and gave it to him, and I said, here, I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a hard one. Well, I'm glad you like it.
I think it's hilarious. I mean...
why did you quit? What was the actual reason you quit?
All right, so it was a mixture of health reasons. I have POTS, and it was just getting real bad. It's a acronym. I forgot what it stands for, but but I have POTS, and so I was getting worn out because I go 8 hours a shift, and I rarely get breaks. I sit down maybe for...
Just stop talking. I'm so sorry. Stop talking for a second. It's not fair. It's not fair to you. It's just more words have R's in it than I've ever recognized in my life.
Yeah, and then you hear someone speak, and you're like, oh.
So what are you going to do if you have POTS then?
I would like to look for an administrative job or something where at least it's not as
it's certainly not
heavy.
Customer service.
Yeah. So I have been applying a lot to city jobs, in where I live locally. There's been a lot. I've been doing that. In the meantime, I'm doing DoorDash.
Can you survive off of DoorDash? I mean, Fort Worth is,
People do. I prefer not to. That's not what I would
prefer not to, but
yeah.
I mean, we're asking if you're surviving. You prefer not to survive?
I prefer not to do DoorDash, survive off of DoorDash alone. I would like to actually find a job.
But you are. Are you surviving off of DoorDash?
At the moment, I mean, I've only been out of work for a week.
What do you think's going to be coming in from DoorDash? How many hours a week? How many hours are you putting into DoorDash?
I don't know. I just started, so yeah.
Wait, you quit before? I know the pot situation.
Yeah.
That certainly sucks, but you were able to put up with it for years.
Yes, for 7 years.
We could have started at least... waited until we got a job for another 6 months.
And that's what the plan was, is I had it lined up where I was on my way out. I wanted to find a job. I was applying to things, and then crap hit the fan with my...
When did you decide to quit?
Last Sunday, and I quit Monday.
So you didn't allow yourself to actually think about it? I
did. I processed it, and I have been thinking about it for the last 3 weeks before.
Okay, you're thinking about it for the last 3 weeks before.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about it in the last 3 weeks before, why in the last 3 weeks before did you spend almost $500 going out to eat? Why did you spend almost $300 in miscellaneous bullshit? Why did you spend that much money on dumb anniversary of the large purchase is $500. If we're considering quitting, we don't have a job lined up.
I wasn't.
What? No, if we don't have some,
it's not
no,
that.
If we don't, what? What?
I didn't know how much I was spending. I don't look at my account.
Yeah, but you're considering quitting, so that's when we start changing things, right? Okay, I understand.
I started to change like slightly. I was doing better at not eating out so much, but then like I
you
get
were considering
hungry.
quitting and you didn't have a job lined up. How are you paying for rent?
I don't pay rent.
You don't pay.
No,
Do you live with your mommy and
daddy?
daddy?
Yes, I live with my parents.
At nearly 30, right? Okay.
Yeah, I did. I moved out. I moved out with my neighbors, and I moved out with a best friend of mine. I moved out with them.
Okay.
And that was bad. They did not pay rent.
The neighbor did not pay rent.
Well, it was my best friend. We moved out with my best friend, and we.
Oh, yeah, best friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said neighbor. Okay.
So I don't know why I said neighbor, but we moved out together. It was me, her, and her fiance, and it was like $1,200 of rent a month, and then with utilities. And she had a job lined up, and then she quit her job, and she was like, oh, okay, well, I don't know if I can make this month's rent. And I was like, okay, well, I will cover some, and you can pay me back later. That never happened. She never found a job. Her
That's
fiance.
great, but what's to say you can't live on your own doing that last job, and then you wait and you get another, maybe you get another roommate, but what's to say?
Well, so it put me in about $7,000 worth of debt because I was using my credit card at the time to pay for rent.
Was she on the lease?
Yes, she was.
And on the lease, did it specify that you guys would be splitting?
Yes.
Okay. Then there we go. She would have been held accountable.
I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know that she would be.
Well, it depends the language within the lease.
It was, I don't know.
You were paying your rent on time, correct? Your described rent. Or was there the rent for the apartment?
It was just a rent. We were all three signed on the lease, but there was a total rent for the apartment. And so,
okay, that's different.
Yeah.
So that's then you guys decided on what to split. Now, the fiance. Why wasn't the fiance stepping up and helping?
He worked part-time and he just wouldn't.
And are you saying all the debt you're in, all of it is because one person didn't pay rent?
I wasn't in debt until I moved out with him.
Okay, but was it all because someone else didn't pay rent?
It started that way, yes.
Started that way.
Yes, and then, then I was like, okay, I'm in $8,000 worth of debt. I don't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what to do. And I kind of just buried my hand in the sand like an ostrich and just didn't deal with it.
You're in $23,000 of debt, so obviously it's not just the $8,000 of credit card debt that was picked up from
some of it is medical, some of it is like a car loan, so it's not all
a car's good?
Yeah.
I didn't calculate medical debt into that.
Maybe it's not calculated into it. I thought it was the care credit, like Synchrony.
That's such a minimal part, though. That's such a minimal part.
And then I have also had to put dentist expenses on that card.
Care credit, which is a minimal part.
No, not on credit card, on my Chase. I've had to I think in May I did $1,000 on my.
So what are you doing now then to actually pay this off? Obviously you're not, right?
Well, I'm paying, but I'm not doing a whole lot.
How can you pay? You have no income. You just quit your job without anything lined up. What do you mean I'm paying? That doesn't make sense. You're not paying.
Well, I'm paying the minimum at the moment.
How? You don't have an income.
DoorDash, I will figure it out.
DoorDash, you've done a week. You don't know how much is coming in.
No, I don't. But enough.
You have a stock portfolio, but looks like that's going to have to be drained in order to survive. Which, congratulations of building something up, certainly behind for your age, but you've at least showed that there's the ability to put some aside.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's bad. I know it looks bad.
Median income for a driver like that is seeing about 16 to 17 an hour. And I don't even know if that's before expenses or after, because you have to put in, in terms of rotating your tires or even getting new tires. That comes quicker. Maintenance has to be more. Got to do more oil changes. Gas is certainly expensive. And by the way, you have to pay self-employment taxes on those.
I mean, I'm not going to be doing DoorDash the whole time.
You're not, but how do you pay minimum monthly payments if you don't even know how much is coming in? How can you guarantee that you're able to pay the payments?
Well, I'm going to be
and that we're not taking from the retirement?
I'm looking for another job still.
You should have been looking before you left, though.
I was. I've applied
how long were you?
For about 3 months now.
Okay, come on. Then you could go at least another 3 months. Because now you've just abandoned everything, and now you're putting yourself in a position.
With the way the management was, with how bad he was, I rather have a peace of mind.
Okay, go to a different Starbucks.
I couldn't
Fort
transfer,
Worth
unfortunately.
has some more. Why?
Tell. Because I actually got a write-up, and when you have a write-up, you can't transfer for 6 months to a year, depending on
Why'd you get a write-up?
First time I actually ever got a write-up, 7 years, but I got a new phone. It had an update system, like security system. I didn't realize when it does that, if you don't unlock it, the alarm didn't go off. So I was supposed to be up at 4 a.m. My alarm did not go off. I slept through it, woke up 2 hours late. And with that...
How long does the write-up stay on your record?
I can't remember, a couple years. So...
For 2 years of showing up late once for what would have been... A reasonable manager would have at least understood.
Because I was a shift lead, and so with that, I delayed the store opening. So that was that. Yeah. So because they lost money. And yeah, I agreed with the decision. It sucked, but sense. That was...
Well, listen, if you're making median 16 to 17 an hour for the driver in that area and the livable wage that we're seeing, the livable wage is considered about $23.86 an hour. In Fort Worth, I'm assuming on a 40-hour a week, and who even knows how many hours a week you're putting in at your median hourly income for a driver in that area.
So
you owe your parents nothing, ever. How long have you lived at home?
2 years.
2 years? Then what the is wrong with you? Then honestly, everything you just said has been completely negated. Listen, 8,000. No, 1 second. If you got $8,000 in credit card debt, I can empathize that from a roommate not paying rent, and I understand if the entire pile was douche for a second, I can understand that. But if you lived at home for the last 2 years and you didn't have if you didn't have overhead, then you pay down debt, but that's only gone up to 23.
I did.
So what
down.
Then what the because that's even worse. You just made that even worse.
I paid it
because
down,
now debt's higher.
And then other things
This is not all medical. I see your spending.
No, but yeah.
Then you're not going to just lean on medical. Then I don't want to hear about medical because obviously I wouldn't call that out. It's the bullshit.
I was paying like $300 to cover for like insurance.
$300 is nothing when you're living at home and don't have an overhead.
To my payments for like $300 for like insurance and things, and then
what's the problem?
I asked.
You can afford that when you live at home and don't have any rent.
Well, because I don't have a job right now, so I asked if I could stop.
Last 2 years though, you did.
I mean, I was paying them, yeah.
Then there's no issue. I don't understand using that as an excuse. Please try to tell me what the fuck you're talking about.
I did so at the moment I'm not paying my parents. Like I was.
So we know what came in. What was spent? Because last month, payroll 2,000. Okay, so what was spent? What was spent the month that you knew you were going to be quitting because you were considering it for about 3 weeks and then decided on Sunday and then left on Monday? Go ahead. What was spent? 2,000 came in. Please. Living at home. Living at home with no overhead. What was spent? Where we should be focusing on paying off debt.
It was about $2,000 when I looked at it.
Yeah, that's really interesting. It's about $2,763.38 exactly. So what the is wrong with you? That's not medical expenses. No. That isn't medical debt. That isn't paying for a roommate over 2 years ago.
500 was towards medical debt.
Doesn't matter. Then you cut back on other things. If you had $500 in medical debt, you don't spend $500 on going out to eat. That's how that works. That is how math works. You live at home. There is no overhead. I bet they even cover groceries.
I mean, yes, but I do also buy my own groceries.
But they do pay for groceries.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
that is unexcusable. You will never be able to move out again. You shouldn't even be considering quitting if you are already spending more than you bring in when you're bringing in money.
I don't regret quitting at all. That's not
you should, and that's a mistake that you don't regret. It means you haven't learned a single thing. However, it's only been a week, and maybe you'll see the consequences of your actions soon enough.
I prioritize my physical and mental health over a job. 7 years. I was there for 7 years. That's
the thing. You were there for 7 years. You could do another 3 months to set yourself up for a better position. Guess what? You can't prioritize physical and mental health when you don't have the income to be able to pay for physical and mental health services.
My physical health, there's several times
physical and mental health services cost money.
But I was bedridden several times because I wasn't able to do the job.
And they didn't write you up for that.
No, but he was like, I'll cut back your hours. And he never did. This was a conversation we had repeatedly about things he needed to fix or things he needed to
prove. Was that before or after your write-up?
This was before.
That's when we transferred because you're an adult and you have the ability to.
It wasn't that bad until after, though.
Okay, then it sounds like we are changing our tune and pushing the goalposts extendedly further.
It's been a consistent thing with the job of him progressively getting worse.
There we go. Then it sounds like we should have switched. Listen, you have a bad manager. You switched before the write-up. When was the write-up?
It was probably March.
This isn't working. You had time. How long have you had this manager?
Since December.
Mm-hmm.
And
I understand he progressively gotten worse, but as you start to see signals, and especially if he is telling you that he is not going to, if he tells you he's going to cut hours for your health and he doesn't, and you specifically told me that started to happen before you got written up, you transfer. That's on you.
When you go through 7 store managers, you see progression.
Welcome to food service.
But you never know how the one can start out bad and be great.
Welcome
so
to
you
food
don't
service.
know until it hits the fan. And
Dude, this is the most food service thing I've ever heard. We all know this. Anyone that's ever worked in food service, I was at Jimmy John's for like 3 years. This is incredibly common. This is just this kind of, you have personal responsibility in this. Yes,
Yeah,
he was a
but-
manager. That sucks. You had personal responsibility on this.
well, it's done, so
It's done, but
Yeah.
what your response to it, that isn't what needed to be done a week ago. You could have put in another 3 months as you looked for another job. You stuck it out for 7 years. Listen,
it just hit a head with me.
I
was
agree.
not.
Physical health and mental health, it does suppress a lot of things. However, when you get to the point where you are still clearly able to demonstrate that you are able to do the job, you work the hours until you can get another job, because now you are delaying your life substantially. You are delaying your ability to move out. You already were by spending more than you brought in, but
I mean,
you are
I'm not planning on moving out.
Great, yeah, let's live at home forever with mommy and daddy. Come on.
I mean, until I get married, so I'm totally fine with
and we
whatever
have a fiance?
No.
And we have a boyfriend?
Nope.
So we're mommy and daddy's little failure, it sounds like.
I mean, my parents are totally fine with me living at the house.
Great, they're enabling you.
They're not enabling me.
They're enabling you. They
No.
allowed you to leave your job, and they allowed you to spend more money than
They
you
didn't
made
allow me to
instead
do
of-
anything. They can't.
They
tell
allow
me
you to
no.
do anything. There it is. Yes, they can say you can't live here anymore.
They can, but they haven't.
Exactly, which means
So-
they are enabling you. Listen, I mean, that is what this is showing. The fact that they allowed you to spend $2,750.
I mean, they don't know what I spend. They're not.
Well, that's another a joke thing. Do they know that you have debt?
Yes.
Okay. If they know that you have debt, they should be encouraging proper behavior around you getting rid of that debt in order to live there, because they are subsidizing you at 28. It is not necessarily bad to live with family. I'm not suggesting that. However, the circumstance and context around all of it is what is important. And let's look at your behavior as you have lived there.
They don't realize how much debt I am. Like, they know I'm in debt. They just don't know how much.
If they are responsible parents, they would have those conversations, because again, they are subsidizing your life.
Well, I mean, I'm an adult, so why would
they
I
are
have?
subsidizing your life? It is not you an adult. They are subsidizing your life. You're right. They shouldn't know. They shouldn't ask if they weren't literally subsidizing you. But because they are allowing you to live there at 28, they should have some knowledge so that they make sure they are not enabling bad behavior. It is not getting knowledge so that they can be involved in your life, involved in your personal life, so they can get in and control you. It is not that. It is so that they have some kind of understanding of at least what they are supporting. It's a baseline. They should get a baseline. It's not going through every purchase, but it's like, oh, what kind of debt do you have? Oh, okay. Hey, you live here rent-free. Let's focus on paying that off. And let's make sure we're not just supporting.
But
You spent $2,750 when you have no rent, no grocery
But they
bills.
don't know that. They don't realize how much I've been spending.
And you
like
can't
that.
also tell me that you're trying to, because you're not. That's
I've
a
been
literal
paying,
lie.
I've paid a couple of it off. Like, not off, but I've been paying.
Girl, your debt's only gone up. I don't give a
Well,
like that's just a
paid
lie.
good portion, and then it went back up because of other expenses that I made.
Yes, going around. And now she's going to say medical debt. Boo-hoo, a couple $100 medical debt that pops up when you don't have overhead is affordable.
I mean, I did
When
have
you cut
another
back
thing of
on
medical
bullshit.
that I just paid
When you
off.
cut back on bullshit, though, that doesn't matter is the point.
I mean, I like coffee. I like having that stuff.
Good job.
It makes me feel nice.
And you like never moving out and never being independent. No offense. Let's just talk about the dating pool. This isn't just a man looking at a woman, because this could be a woman looking at a man. But let's do the man looking at a woman in this situation. Who the gonna look at you and be like, oh, there's that deadbeat that has never paid off debt, lives at home, spends more than they make, has absolutely no career progression or ambitions. Yes, let me wife her up. That sounds like someone I want to spend the rest of my life
be a trad
with.
wife, like, stay at home. Could do that.
No offense, you look the opposite of a trad wife. You're wearing a fucking fishnet.
Yeah, I don't want to be a trad wife.
Okay, well, there's also that. So,
but I wasn't in debt the whole time. I actually was really good at finances up until the roommate situation.
cool, so I don't give a why. That means nothing to me. Your roommate situation ended 2 years ago. You're not going to go 5 years ago. I don't care.
Because I'm like,
that's why I'm here. There it is. Catchphrase, ladies and gentlemen. She hit it.
Because I need help with how to manage it, how to handle it. Because once I got
what do you think this conversation is? It's me trying to get your mindset, understand where you are. You don't have to tell me why you're here. I know why every single person is here. Not every single person needs to come on and announce why they're here. Let me guess, it's because you need help with your finances? Oh, who would have thought you came on financial audit because you needed help with your finances? Thank you for announcing it. Why are we having this conversation? I am trying to understand your mindset. And I am also trying to teach you why that you being enabled by your parents is clearly not helping, and you are showing it as a
so what? Do you want me just to move out and then like with all the debt?
I'm not saying that. It is your behavior while living there. The fact that they are supporting it is bad. They should probably kick you out. If they actually cared about you, they would kick you out.
They could, and then I'd go back into more debt.
Because you wouldn't change your behavior?
No, because I wouldn't be able to afford with right now, even with having a job, I wasn't able to afford
How many hours a week were you working?
I was working about 36. I was getting an average of 2,000.
36. That's unacceptable. If you can't afford to live, you're working more.
I get nauseous. I will pass out on the floor. I actually have passed out before. I get so weak that I can't
Then we're applying for jobs more than just 3 months before. If you were there for 7 years and you knew this was an issue, you have personal responsibility in this.
Well, the POTS didn't actually start until about
when did you start noticing this?
About 3 years ago.
Okay, so you had 3 years to do this.
And I've been slowly over time, but it pops.
Last 3 months. Listen,
POTS relapse, like POTS, you goes into remission. So I was like, okay, I'm fine. Never mind. This is fine.
You just told me it goes into remission.
Yes.
Which means it can come back.
I didn't know it went into it. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought I had POTS and I was like, okay, I think I'm changing my diet. It went away. It was great. I had noted that it could come back.
Listen,
like, I didn't know much about this.
I empathize with this. But the fact is, there is personal responsibility on this that you are not willing to acknowledge, that people are out there probably like they'll be like, oh, she's a victim. Oh, look at her. Blah, 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 blah. No, we have to recognize the personal responsibility. I can empathize with the POTS thing, and that sucks. And that really does suck. We then have to say, okay, this is our situation now. What do we do? Do we give up? Or do we do something? What's the do something? If I'm diagnosed with something, I'm talking to doctors and I'm reading books to further understand it. The fact that you did not know anything about your own condition, about that simplicity of relapse and coming back, is on you.
Yeah, and it's because
the fact that you had it for 3 years and you did not apply for jobs that would get you off your feet is on you. The fact that you had POTS is not on you.
Super hard to diagnose. That's why.
But you were diagnosed for 3 years.
I haven't been officially diagnosed.
When were you officially diagnosed?
I haven't been officially diagnosed yet. I am going through the process of seeing doctors.
How long have you been in the process?
Since about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're confident to say it's POTS?
Yes.
Okay. If you were able to confidently say it was POTS then you would know to get off your feet. It is not your fault and your responsibility for having POTS, but it is your fault and responsibility to then do something about what your life looks like around it.
So I quit my job. So now
your job with nothing lined up because you decided within 3 weeks when you had 3 years. Come on!
But I already did it.
3 years of knowing it, 3 months of looking for a job, 3 weeks of knowing you were going to quit and had nothing lined up. It is just triple threes of just honestly doing this the wrong way. And you were showing this as a very clear example. Again, I am not saying you are bad for having POTS. I am not saying you are bad for wanting to quit. I would have encouraged it. You are bad for how you went about this, and you are putting... This is a very clear financial audit example of how not to leave a job situation when you cannot work at a job. And the fact that you are not willing to accept that is...
I know it was bad, just I stand by it because of everything. Like, I do not regret it.
You should. Because you should regret it and say you would have gone about it in a different way.
I guess we'll find out in a couple of weeks, but so far I have not.
The fact that you don't regret it and you wouldn't gone about it in a different way does not line up for success in the future. That you will not repeat these mistakes again when the next thing pops up.
This was the first time I've done it, and it's been 7 years. So I think that's like the first time I've ever just up and quit a job.
How many jobs do you apply to a day?
I applied only to a couple a day. There isn't a lot of jobs at the moment in Fort Worth. Oh God. As far as
easy fact check.
That I'm qualified for, that I can do.
What are you qualified for? What's your education?
I have a GED. Not GED, but I have a high school diploma.
Well, good enough. But you have 7 years in a management position.
Yes.
In food service.
And I've applied, but previously I applied about 20 different jobs through LinkedIn and Indeed.
How many?
And about 20. And I've heard
What the fuck are you talking about?
I've heard none of that.
No, you should be applying to 20 an hour to try to hear back. It is a tighter job market, but traditionally, it is still considered in a normal job market. It is not 2021 where you could walk in and get any job in any company. It is back to where it is. But it's not. If you think this is bad, you have no idea what a job market is like during a recession.
No, I don't. I mean, I haven't applied for a job in 7 years, so I have no clue. So,
but again, this is basic education stuff. You can look at job interview. You can look at job interview on YouTube.
I have been, and they've been.
Well, there we go. So what is the I didn't apply for a job in 7 years? Like, I don't care.
Well, I mean, I've been applying.
You have so many resources.
I've been applying. Like, I've applied to quite a few
Now hiring
jobs.
positions are 8,800 on Indeed for Fort Worth, Texas. There are 64,987 job openings in Fort Worth. Now,
And
some of them are probably
the
ghost positions.
qualifications, and
Ghost positions, but even still, with 64,000,
I've only ever heard back from 2 jobs, and they were both MLM job. They were insurance companies, and they were MLM. Yeah, I got.
Well, listen, I mean, that's what happens when you apply to 20 is unacceptable.
I thought that was like the average of what you like.
Average
I consider
of
a lot.
what?
I don't know. I consider that a lot because like.
Why would I give a what you consider?
Well, I mean, you're saying like that's ridiculous, but I had no clue. Like, it's 20 jobs. I think
you don't
that's
think
a lot.
the more you apply to, the better chances you'll hear back?
And I am. I'm continuing to apply, but
You've applied to 20.
yeah, and I feel like that's quite a bit to not hear back from anything.
No.
Because back when I first started applying to things, I did only 5, and I heard back immediately from most places.
Yeah, but you're doing food service like Starbucks.
I was applying
Easier.
to all sorts of things before
Okay, well, you took Starbucks, so clearly
Yeah.
the other ones didn't work out anyway.
because it was the highest paying.
And just service industry, which I don't even know if you can do that. We are seeing at least Indeed 19,000 open there.
And a lot of them are service industry
I know,
and
I know.
and that's the hard part
I
because
know.
the administrative ones aren't. I don't have a qualification for
This
a
is
lot
what
of them.
you essentially have to decide. And you can go either way. I will support you, and you can decide what you want to do. Doesn't mean I think it's necessarily right, but here's what you could decide. I'm a victim forever. Okay, go get on disability. Good, live at home forever.
I don't think you can with POTS. I don't think.
POTS, I don't even know.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if that's
POTS, I don't even know.
qualifies.
But you could at least start seeking out
That's
services.
true.
And give up. Go for it. Live a horrible life. That's up to you. If that's what you choose, you're human. I will support you. Or you decide, okay, I'm going to stop complaining and being a whiny little and I'm going to go out there and actually get out instead of 20 job applications in the 3 months that I've decided I'm going to look
And
for
now
another
that
job.
I don't have a job, I am trying to apply to more like
Let's see.
anything that I can get into because before
20 in 3 months. So 20 divided by 3 divided by average of what? 28 days. Okay, you've applied to 0.2 jobs a day. You're doing
that
really
seems
well.
accurate.
You're
That
doing
seems accurate.
fantastic. You're really just on track for living the career of a lifetime and what you want to do.
I mean, and now that I don't have a job, I am like being like, okay, I
no
don't
offense,
really
I
have
mean-
the luxury to really pick and choose now.
It's been a week. And also you
so
do
I
have to
wanna-
make at least enough money to pay your minimum payments and not
Yes.
blow all your food. But you don't budget to save your life.
Today I did, not today, yesterday I did like
Honestly,
do a grocery
can
order.
I tell you, I do not care. I do
getting
not
better.
care. No, I do not care what you did yesterday. That was the day becoming on financial audit. If I was going on The Biggest Loser where they lose
Well, you
weight
didn't-
and I
you
started
won't-
dieting a day before they came on,
You didn't get
it
any of the
wouldn't
statements
count.
of that. You have this. So,
Why
why
would I want those statements? Why I
What
do
I'm
not.
saying is I didn't do it because of financial
Quiet,
audit.
lady. I don't give a I don't care. I do not want to see what you've done once you knew you were going to be on the show where I would call you out. I want to see what you've done right before you were on the show because that is what real you actually does.
True.
If I was going on the dieting show and I started dieting a week before I went on the show, that is not indicative of what my behavior actually is.
Well, you're not gonna like probably what.
No. Listen,
Not
and
like
what
the
you open
statements.
this conversation with and what I have on this note as well is like, which means you brag to me and you brag to the producers separately that, oh, I applied for a job at a local city and I hope I get it. That's not how jobs work. I'm glad you're excited about that, but you do not get to apply for a job and then just wait and see what happens. You have to apply to every job ever.
I didn't just stop after that. I've continued applying, but that was just one I saw pop up, and I was like, "Oh, cool! That's a neat position. Let me go ahead and apply to it."
So tell me then, what is your plan until you get a job for income?
The #1 YouTube membership just got upgraded. And for this month only, you can join for free. 3 exclusive shows every day, Monday through Friday. Financial Audit post shows, exclusive and uncensored Financial Audit episodes, our call-in show, Hammer It Out,
Well, then take the train, you
and brand new shows, Fat and Fatter.
There is That one is... I would go off-brand.
Behind the Audit.
What?
This was wild.
Hammer versus Internet. And now, upgrading from 1 live stream a week to 2. No other channel offers what Hammer Elite provides. Join with the link in the pinned comment or description below. Submit proof of purchase at hammerelite.com, and we'll reimburse you for the first month with a $10 digital gift card that can be spent anywhere in most countries. Sorry, North Korea, this one isn't for you.
Yeah, this is how we have to do a free trial on here because the platform doesn't currently offer free trials.
It's okay, it's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
Join Hammer Elite, the best membership on YouTube today, for free.
Well, I don't want to do OnlyFans.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, I've had people ask me that, and I would like not to do that. I'd like to stick to DoorDash.
People have asked you?
Yes, I'm a content creator, and so I've had people.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, we're not plugging your.
No. But
what content do you create?
I'm a cosplayer, so I do a lot of different cosplay. I do a lot of different cosplays, and so
they've asked you to put out the boobs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You
never have?
No.
Good.
I would like not to.
I don't recommend going down that rabbit hole. It helps that you live at home, but again, they are enabling your ability to just spend an infinite amount of money when you don't have it.
I mean, at least I don't have a OnlyFans yet, so.
Oh my goodness, and see, like, even they read that because in their notes, which I didn't review before coming on here because I go in blind, they also thought from their onboarding conversation with you that your family was enabling you. And they have a specific note in here that you don't think so. The fact that we all called that out separately, that shouldn't say something, lady.
I mean, they don't know the extent of everything, so how are they enabling if they don't know?
Because they're not willing to find out.
They just leave Bill busy.
Exactly, they're just leaving you alone, letting their daughter fail in life. That is enabling your bad behavior.
I think I'm like...
There's multiple ways to enable bad behavior, lady. It's not just them knowing everything that's happening and allowing it.
I feel like I'm the favorite child, so it's like the others are okay.
What?
I'm doing better than the other. I feel like
if you're doing better, then the other ones are literal addicts under a bridge. What are you talking about? Because that's like the next step.
I mean, I don't want to throw them under the bridge, but yeah, I think I'm doing better than them. So
how?
Yeah,
How could you possibly? In no way could you're jobless. In horrible debt.
I just became jobless, though. I had a job for 7 years. That was
sure, but now you're jobless. You've lived at home for the last 2 years. Couldn't live on your own. You're incapable of speaking. How are you the one that is better off than them?
My sister still lives at home as well.
Oh, for sake. Okay, yeah, your parents are not good at this part. They may be nice. They might do a lot of things. They're sure.
Amazing. I love them.
I'm sure they're great parents in a lot of ways. They are bad.
I mean, she is the younger sister, but yeah.
They are bad at converting their kids into adulthood.
My brother's an adult. My brother's married and moved out.
Guys, 33% success rate. That's
1 out of 3. Not too bad.
That's actually
could be worse.
Could be worse.
I feel like it could be worse.
Could be worse. Yeah, that means we're so good.
I haven't done yet, so I think it could be worse.
Why are you saying yet?
I don't want to do OnlyFans.
Then why the did you say yet?
Well, I mean, if it gets to the point that I like really have to with finances, but I don't want to do that.
Stop.
That's why I'll continue applying to 20 jobs.
Your plan is to get married to someone you're not even dating yet, and that's when you're gonna move out and be okay.
He has he could be rich.
Girl, you can't even stand up.
The dating pool is very hard. And of course,
you've given up all the Starbucks benefits, like college being paid for and stuff like that.
I did consider that. Yeah, I was part of ASU.
Which, again, I would have put, you're already a part of a college?
Yeah.
So you were going to school?
Yes.
You gave that up? Because that would have been a much easier way to transition into a new job field.
Yes.
And of course, I'll gift you a course career certification to help you get into a career field of your choice. But...
yeah, I just started last year. So I already knew.
Great. So 1/4 of the way. That's great.
Yeah. And so that's why, like,
and you could have done summer classes, and you could have sped it up.
Yep. And that was the plan until.
Dude, why?
The store manager and everything.
You're throwing away your life.
Well, I mean, I'm applying to. Before I left, I was applying to jobs specifically that had tuition reimbursement and college education. That way, I could continue without taking out a debt. And that's still my plan, but obviously.
Okay. I got to get into your finances. I'm going to look at your resume by the end of this conversation. Actually, I'll look in your resume in the post show, and I think I'm going to call your parents and confront their dumb in the post show. It was a very nice paper. Thank you, whoever printed this on fancy paper.
My dad might be available.
You interrupted me talking about paper, which was much more interesting to me. What do you think your financial score is, 0 to 10? 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
0.5.
If you want your financial score, take the assessment. It is free. You can take it at calebhammer.com or dollarwise.com, and make sure you sign up for the Dollarwise app. If you do not want to be like a guest who comes on the show, take your free trial now, sign up for the annual version, and I'll sign our budget-friendly cookbook and mail it directly to you. And if you want to take advantage of all our educational programs and the premium version of the budgeting app, all you have to do is sign up for Dollarwise Central, which saves you 80% at dollarwise.com. And don't forget, if you want to come on the show, go to calebhammer.com/apply. Those freedom cards, insane and preventing all ability of freedom for you. I mean, this is crazy.
I did not realize the interest goes up on that. I had no clue.
What do you mean? What do you even mean by that?
So it's now at 28% interest. When I opened it up, it was at 2%.
Yeah, it's variable. When rates go up, it goes up. When rates go down, it goes down. It was probably at 30 and now it's down. It's probably gone down.
I had no clue that was a thing at all. And because I was doing about $300 monthly payments, and the interest, I think, was like at 48 at the time. So it was going down.
48?
Like $48. Like the interest accruing on things. So I was paying it down. And then one day I realized that it kept going up. And that's when I realized, the
Let me ask you a
interest.
question. This is out of pure ignorance. And I'm going to look like a piece of shit, but I need to know. What in the brain you just twist your tongue up. It's up here. Twist your tongue up to the top of your mouth.
I can't hear it.
Why does your tongue going like this convert into wah?
Because the R W sound the exact same in my head. In my head, I cannot tell the difference.
Yeah, but just put your tongue up, even if you can't hear it. Yeah, there you go.
Road.
Whoa, she got an R.
Yeah, but
guys, I've solved speech impediment. She literally did an R.
And I can say it with certain words, but not
you
all
missed
of
it
them.
again. Oh,
especially if it's in the middle of a word, it goes of, I have no clue. I don't hear it. So
yeah, but you know it exists. So you just train it to go instead of ooh.
Trust me, I've spent hours trying to solve this. If you could fix it, that would be amazing.
I just did. I did. You did it.
But it comes and goes. It fluctuates. And I have no clue.
Okay.
I'm not the only one. I'm just one.
You're not.
My other coworker had it for a while. She fixed it. No,
Did she sit down with me and I helped?
But when she was working with us, she had it, and they couldn't understand us.
How long does this take to pay off if you only do minimum payments and you don't spend on it? Which, by the way, you're incapable of not spending.
It was, I think, 20 years.
23 years.
23 years,
So
yeah.
you'll be no retirement, still living with the parents if they're alive. Hopefully they are.
Well, hopefully by that time I have a husband.
Again, who would pick? I'm sorry.
I mean,
this isn't based on your personality.
I think I'm a catch. Like I cosplay and stuff, and I'm into nerdy stuff. So I think I'm a catch. Trust me, not all guys look into finances. Like not all of them are there with it. You are, but not all guys. I've met some pretty interesting guys.
It would be out of desperation, would it not? Like again, but
I'm not getting.
Not even knowing your finances, you are careerless, living at home. Who's choosing that to be their?
I mean,
wife?
I want a career, and I'm going to pursue it.
Well,
That's why I'm
you've
in ASU.
done the only opposites. You've left your job that paid for school.
My mom didn't get a career until she was like 45, 50, about 45 was when she went back to school.
Right, so it's just consistency of failure throughout the family lineage. Okay.
Well, that was due to poverty and other things like them. Like they.
What?
My parents grew up like poverty stricken and things and had to dig their way out. So it took a while to get there.
And you didn't. So
yeah, I was. But I mean,
so that excuse does not apply.
I grew up through it, but I like spending. I like buying.
Who
things.
is picking a Discord kitten that does nothing but cosplay, doesn't work, doesn't have a career, has debt, spends unlimited money?
You'd be surprised.
A desperate person. I'm sorry. Listen, and if you were in a better spot, just this, and this isn't about anything. It's not about hobbies. It's about anything. Let's just say you were paying off your debt. You had a career. You were going.
I mean, I'm going to pay off my debt.
Shut up. You do not. Oh, you're so annoying. If you were paying off debt consistently, you were spending properly, you had a career, and you didn't live at home, then yes, I could see someone wanting to date you. But who the would date you right now?
And
for the last 2 years.
Part of the reason why I am, like I said, obviously I'm here because I have debt, and that's part of the reason why I want eventually, when I get married, I want to be debt free. I want to go into that.
You?
Obviously not anybody probably right now that I want. So that's why I'm on the show.
Great. So not only would no one choose you, but you're also picky about it. I love those. I love
standards.
those.
Most people do.
Well, you don't have standards in your own life, so I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing you have
with guys, like.
Well, thank goodness. So it sounds like we now have a 0% chance. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just based on a situation. It's not even based on you. I'm just talking about how you're living your life. Who would date this on paper? Just the paper.
I could find someone that doesn't know about it.
When was the last time you had a boyfriend?
I've only ever had one boyfriend.
Exactly. So
that was pure
incorrect.
Choice.
Huh?
Like I said, out of choice because I'm picky.
Exactly, which means this is not working. Your standards are not working. Your life is not working. None of this is working.
They don't know my finances,
which is even worse because if someone actually who met your standard and was actually into you somehow slipped through
I would tell him.
Quiet. Let me get my thoughts through. If someone just was over your standards and you were just under theirs, and they slipped through that small crack and they didn't know, then they saw this, they would run. So even if someone actually accidentally slipped through, they wouldn't stay.
$20,000 is not that bad of debt.
It's how you are doing it and not making any progress except for the last week before going on.
I've seen people with way worse habits and way worse debt.
They have something that makes up for it. They have a career, they have a house, they're societally objectively attractive, they're,
I think I'm attractive. I mean, is it because the odds?
Some people find me attractive. I wouldn't say I'm societally objectively attractive. Come on. Some people are going to find you attractive. Do you fit that societal mode? No. Neither of us do. That's okay. We can accept it. We can accept reality without being offended and being sad. You're incorrect. I'm sorry. This is just societal, right? It's just like there's objective, like we don't belong on Love Island. Doesn't mean other people don't find us attractive, but we're allowed to. Listen, I'm so sick of this.
I mean, in the cosplay world,
there's not participation trophies on objective societal metrics, right? It's like, I'm sorry, this whole ecosystem of people being like, oh, you're beautiful no matter what. It's not helping anything because now we're just telling ourselves that we're beautiful when, no offense, I am objectively not societally attractive. And we can accept that. There are many people that find me attractive. There are many people that find you attractive.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because what you are saying is you found other people that have a lot of debt and they're still finding people. They have something else that is making up for it.
I mean, being in the cosplay industry and into pop culture stuff, that is a big, video game art stuff, that is a big thing.
Yeah, you might get a professional gooner, but I doubt that fits your standard because your standards are also here, even though they need to be here, if we're being real, because that's also something very much in the social zeitgeist today. Everyone's standards are here, but everyone that would accept the person whose standards are here are here. That is also a reality of what is going on. I'm sorry to say it.
I'm not going to lower my standards.
Of course not, which is why you've been single forever.
But by choice.
By standards. Let's talk about a tool that pulls Thanos snap on your bloated software stack. High Level. If you're juggling a separate CRM, funnel builder, email marketing service, text platform, and appointment scheduler, you're probably spending hundreds a month and half of your sanity. High Level merges all of that into one login. Seriously, build sales funnels, automate follow-ups with emails and texts, schedule appointments, manage your leads, because it's all there. Imagine canceling 4 or 5 subscriptions overnight, instantly trimming your overhead. Plus, it's got a visual campaign builder so you can see every lead's journey. You want to send a text after someone books a call or trigger an email if they don't show up? One click, done. And here's the best part. I've teamed up with them to give you an exclusive 30-day free trial, double than the usual. So if you're fed up with software chaos, this is your sign. Jump on High Level, consolidate your toolkit, and watch your monthly bills shrink.
Because I'm not going to settle for less. I know.
I agree.
I know what
Congratulations, do that. But the people that would be there will never want you. In this context.
Well, like I said, that's why I'm here. I want to pay off my debt. I want to get better.
I have a note specifically from your dad that you are too confident to find someone. Great. If Father's saying that, Father who enables us in every way whatsoever, good.
I mean,
we'll talk to him later.
Too confident. I just know what I'm worth.
This is that endless parading of telling everyone that they are so much more than they are. Now your self-worth is so much more than it literally is. I'm sorry, this sounds so mean. I know this sounds so mean, and so many people are going to take this wrong, but honestly, those type of pearl clutchers we don't want in this audience because, fun fact, we only do real world and we're not fucking here. So, Listen, the reality is all that coddling puts you where you think you are so much more. And this happens in employments as well. Everyone at every job ever thinks they are so much more worth it and so much more impactful at their job than they actually are. Listen, this is what happens.
I know I can improve. I know there's always improvements.
Everyone, including myself, because we are egotistical beings, think we are always so much more than we actually are. That's it. Listen, if the show went off the platform, you know, a part of me thinks like, oh, people would be sad. I'm sure a couple people would be for a couple weeks and then people would move on in a week.
So if we
are not worth what we think we are.
So if you're overconfident as well, does that mean you also like...
Yes, it can make me harder to do things. Because if I set my standard here where reality is here, yes, I all of a sudden would never find it. That is reality. And I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm really not. I know this is a long tangent. I'm really not. And I'm not saying you're an ugly person either. I'm not saying that.
I don't know. It sounds like it.
No, there is the objective societal, like, oh, that person's fucking hot, right? And that person gets a little more flexibility in how they're living life. Who makes those
objective, like, society standards?
Oh my gosh. Are you
Because you have Western society, you also have...
You're right. A council doesn't sit down and decide. But we all are able to recognize it, right?
Because what is, like, popular in Western society... like standards, like
okay, so you're gonna get an Indian prince?
I mean, that would be awesome. I wouldn't mind that.
Sure, go move to India. That'll solve all your problems.
If I could,
they love white ladies there.
I mean, I travel enough. I could.
Good, dude. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the catch is over her credit limit by $202 on this car.
That was because the interest hit.
You better come get her.
The interest hit, and
that's what happened.
I paid that down.
Shh.
The moment I got paid, I paid that down.
Listen, guess what? That's what happens when you spend $331 on a maxed out card, you dumb tit.
I didn't spend. It was the interest that hit.
No. Purchases $331. What do you think purchases are? Do you think when there's an interest column, which there is, and a purchases column, that they're different? Because fun fact, they are!
It hit.
You dumb...
On my statement, though, it says $300 for the interest.
And on your statement, it also says the Hamilton Theater, DoorDash and Crackle Barrel, Legend Sports Bar, Whataburger, DoorDash and McAllister, DoorDash and Crackle Barrel, Dutch Bros, Nothing But Cakes, DoorDash and Panera Bread. That's not interest, you
But it wasn't.
So shut up with that.
Like, it wasn't.
Oh, you
over
are.
The limit.
Oh, you're going to ruin me. It doesn't. So are you actually? I'm so. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Lindsay, may I draw? Because apparently we have to go back to elementary school real quick. Ladies
it wasn't over the limit.
The catch of a lifetime. She's waiting for you. Come get her. Good death. She doesn't understand basic things. Here's a credit card balance. Whoa, you're here. Oh my goodness. It's pretty close. And you know interest is going to get. Wait. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? There's this. Shut the f up. There's this much to spend. That's exciting. If interest is going to hit, I'm going to spend up to here. Oh shit, now interest is going to hit, but we're at our credit card limit. What do you think's going to happen? It's going to go above.
I didn't realize it would go above. But I didn't realize it'd be $300 of interest. Like, that's a lot.
Oh, we don't know how math works, too. Yeah, let's continue to go back to elementary school, shall we?
I have been calculating and budgeting.
Death. Start budgeting.
Like 2 days ago.
Came in on the show. Shut the fuck up. That means nothing. $1,500 basically in interest this year so far. Shut the fuck up. I'm glad we have that. Guys, we don't have a job. We don't drive enough in DoorDash, but we're going to order DoorDash every 5 seconds of our life. You.
To be fair, the times, not all the times, but the times I did order DoorDash, like, was when I had a really bad flare up and I pretty much can't get out of bed.
So it looks like you get a bad flare up every 5 seconds. So it looks like you better
lately it's been.
It looks like you better just give up. Just give up.
Just give up and die.
Yeah, I mean, tell me the alternative, because that is what your excuse is. That is what you're telling me. I'm not telling you to do that, but you're saying I have to go spend money I don't have because a flare-up is happening. And you also, by the way, live with... You also live with your parents, by the way. They could have made you a sandwich. Shut up.
They were at work.
You could have gone to the kitchen, made a sandwich.
I can, like I said, I will pass out.
But you can get up and pick up the DoorDash from the front door?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you could open the fridge and do this.
But standing up for too long, if I sit up more than a few minutes.
The fridge is the same distance. An apple.
We don't have apples.
Then buy apples, you actual creature.
I try not to do anything with a lot of sugar or carbs, so I try to do more meat-based diet. for the health reasons, because
Yes, keto is going so well.
it was until I got off keto, and then I'm trying to get back on.
I mean,
It's just a lot. Like, I'm doing my best. That, again, like, that's why I'm here, because I want to.
If this is considered your best,
Well, I'm
walk
doing
out
my
the
best
door.
with what
Walk
I
out
guess.
the door.
I guess with what I have, like what I know, and I'm trying to figure out how to do my financial.
You have
situation.
the ability to Google things, ChatGPT things, Grok things, whatever the you want to use. Exactly. I'm giving 1,000 examples showing you that there are resources that you can literally type something in and it will tell you.
I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm here, because I want the budgeting app. And
this is so much more work than you typing something into Google.
It's an investment. I get budgeting app and I get the financial.
You're getting money from this. What are you talking about?
We
pay for people's travel and everything.
I actually did not know that until
Congratulations.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
so that was kind of nice. But like I wanted the financial courses, so I figured
Yes, you get everything. You get all the programs. You get the. Yeah. Listen, they get DollarWise Central at a major discount at dollarwise.com. You get it for free. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so that's going to help. Like, that will help me try to.
Yes, it will if you
tracking.
actually do it. But let me guess, something's going to flare up as you're taking the class.
I mean, no. I'm trying to manage it. So
I was with you. Listen, if you can't walk up and grab something that if you know flare-ups happen, you prep an emergency stash in the fridge that you only pick when you get it.
Yeah, I thought about
the only thing you catch is a DoorDash order. That's all you get, man.
It is easier.
Sure, it's easier. And I wish you had an official diagnosis.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to.
What would it change? What would it change if you did? Other than me just fully
honestly,
acknowledging it.
That's because I don't know a whole lot because there's no cure for it. So I had friends that say to get it because it could, like I said, you could do accommodations for work. Like there could be
treatment. Is that what you're saying?
There's no cure. There's really no treatment or cure for it.
Well, even things that don't have cures, many things at least have management treatment.
Yeah, and diet is a big one, and so that's what I've been like focusing a lot on. My diet is cutting out.
Interesting from those statements I literally just read.
I'm eating more meat-based things. I'm not doing like processed food and stuff like that. I mean, lately I have been because I've just been busy, but
yeah, she literally got Panera bread.
That was when I was really sick. Yeah, it's like low-fat hospital food, and it's comfort. So when I was really sick, I got that.
Okay, so you're a literal excuses for everything person and can never actually commit to anything ever in your entire life.
I can commit.
Very clearly not, because the moment you say you want to do something, I'm like, oh, but what about this? And you're like, oh, yeah, this happened. You will always excuse yourself out of something.
I mean,
that is how you live.
Like, it's not excuses. It's just what happens. Like, you asked me a question, so I'm telling you what had happened. Like, what? I guess, like, the reasoning behind it.
I mean, again, they know everything about your life, the producers, and they're just telling me. I mean, this card has spent 10,000 hours maxed out. Guys, was it a medical debt? Was it an emergency that popped up? Oh, it was the emergency of $7,000 to go to Scotland at the beginning of the fucking year.
I didn't spend $7,000.
What did you spend?
I mean, things probably accumulated, but I didn't spend $7,000.
It's been maxed out since then. What a joke. I mean, this is...
Well, I probably had like $2,000 before hitting the limit. So it wasn't like a total of... Like, I didn't spend $7,000 on just Scotland. Like, it's probably a couple of years of things.
And Scotland's necessary for survival. That cures spots.
It was a fun trip.
Good.
I want to live.
You see how I lose in empathy? If I had any, honestly,
I want to have experiences in life and live and things and stuff. Not everything is about money, and
not everything is about money. But you're able to do the experiences with money, so you have to sacrifice in order to get the money in order to do the experiences. Now you're not able to do any experiences like the experience of moving out and being an actual adult. You're not able to experience life because you are refusing to make any compromises in life. You will not enjoy the experience of having a husband because no one in their right mind, unless they're a desperate gooner who you wouldn't settle with, by the way, and you shouldn't, would get with you. So good luck experiencing that. Good luck experiencing having an independence of any kind. Good luck experiencing being debt free. Good luck experiencing my opinion. Yeah. My opinion. I would
just because you think that doesn't mean.
What do you mean? I think that I'm basing it off the fact that you've only had one relationship ever.
Because it's my choice.
Not your choice. The people that you would pick are not picking you.
No, I haven't met anybody that I've wanted.
Because they're not meeting you. You think it's only on you? You're rejecting people, right?
Yeah.
Right. meaning that there are people coming. Those
There's a few,
that would be interested in you, you're not interested in. Those that you are interested aren't going to you.
I mean,
it
I
is not
found
working.
Anybody that I'm interested in to pursue?
Huh?
I haven't found anybody that.
Because they're not coming. Does she not understand this? Does she not actually understand this?
Why would they not be?
Why would they swipe on you? Why would they come to you?
I'm not on dating apps.
Why would they approach you? Why would anything happen? Where do you think you are in this world? You think you are here. Everyone thinks we're here. We're not. Guys, all of us, we're down here. We're just people. It doesn't matter. We're not the, I don't know.
I mean, I'll find somebody. It just.
I hope you do. I hope you do.
That or he's dead. I mean, that could be a possibility. Like my future husband just not around.
Yeah, let's use that excuse when we're alone and dying at 80. Your future
At least I
husband
would have
died.
like traveled and seen the world.
That's the thing. You won't. Because how are you going to be able to afford this? You put this on a credit card when there was $2,000 on it. Now it's maxed out. You wouldn't be able to put another trip on here. So you're not experiencing more trips because you're refusing to make the sacrifices necessary that put you in a position where you're able to travel more. That's what I'm saying. I want you to travel.
When they plan like trips and stuff, like I don't want to miss out on it because all my friends are going and I'm like, well, I can pay it off later.
It's been 6 months. You did not.
And well, normally
it's been 6 months. You did not.
Like, before
normally it's been 6 months and you did not.
I was able to pay off a huge portion.
It's been 6 months and you did not.
It's been 6 months.
It's been 6 months and you've been not. It's been 3 months and you have not. It's only gone up. It's over maxed out. It's over the limit by $200.
The interest.
No, because you're still spending on it. You dumb absolute. Are you actually kidding me? You're door dashing 50,000 seconds a day?
I'm only DoorDash like twice, 2 or 3 times.
Incorrect. I read it, 5 times? And then there's still restaurant spending with that DoorDash. Come on, dude. I mean, it's just so fucking stupid. Like, I don't even know. And I'm sure you're spending a ton of money on this cosplay stuff too, right? What do you think you're spending on that? Unemployed.
I mean, I'm employed, so
How much do you think you're spending on that unemployed?
I haven't spent.
How much do you think you're spending on that?
Unemployed, I haven't spent.
How much do you think you're spending on that?
I don't know. It's
You don't know how much you spend. You go and swipe, and you have no concept,
not
imagination.
on the current cosplay, no. I know the current cosplay I'm working on, no.
What are you currently working on?
Doing the Winter Soldier from Marvel.
Yes.
I started.
You totally look like Bucky.
I do a gingerbread Bucky with wig and everything.
Well, that is 2025 Marvel, so.
I mean, I did it like when it first came out, and I really liked it, so I'm revamping it basically.
You made money off of it?
No, I do it as a hobby.
Unemployed. Great.
I mean, I get like brands reaching out, and we do like they give me things and stuff, and I do that, but not like actual money.
You got a plushie?
I got a lightsaber.
Boo-boo?
I got a lightsaber. I've got a lightsaber. I'm trying to remember what else I got. I've got a couple different things. So it's fun. I get experiences, and I get to meet friends and go to cons. So I really enjoy it.
God, I'm sorry. Like, what? Good luck. Good luck. I'm sorry. Just what good luck, dude. I don't know. Based off this conversation, is there hope here? I like having at least a little bit of hope as we continue, but good fucking luck.
I mean,
man.
I'm not like
there's the
hopeless.
Discover card here. You're not. Congratulations. You live in fucking ignorance.
Before I went into debt, I was really good with finances, so I know it can happen.
I don't give a
I just need to I need a direction. I need to help with
I don't care. Brandon back there, the translator Brandon who comes in and he's a part of our Hammer Elite membership. He got suspended a lot when he was in middle school. I don't judge him for that because it's not middle school anymore. I judge him for today. I don't judge when you were good with finances if you're bad with them today. I don't give a
But it shows that I can be good.
This isn't Twitter
again.
or TikTok that punishes someone for what they did 15 years ago. We don't care about that in the real world.
But
We're
I
not
can be
weirdos.
good again.
Sure you can, but you're not.
I will.
And Brandon could go get suspended again. He could. Anything could happen. I'm not preemptively firing him for that. I'm not preemptively saying, oh, good job. You're good with money because you might be in the future again. That means nothing unless you actually do it. And you're not doing it. So I don't give a at all.
Because that's why, again, that's why I'm here. Because I want to.
Shut the up. That's why I'm here. I don't care.
I want to, get better with my finances. I want to know more and understand more. That's why, so I've came to you, the financial audit.
And why do you think we're having the conversation? Why do you think I'm calling you out on this? What do you think I'm doing? You think I'm just talking to talk? I'm calling this out so that you can understand what I'm saying. I'm pushing back on this so that you hopefully have a moment of realization that you're being a dumb with your money.
I don't think I'm being that bad. I mean...
Okay. And that's why she's here. To not listen, apparently, because she's... Discover.
I can't tell you much about that one. I don't use that one as much, but obviously it's still, I think, maxed out, close to it.
Discover. $5,081.50. Yes, it is almost maxed out. Credit score. No one's surprised. Minimum monthly payment, $116. 20 years to pay off. You'll be a totally married 48-year-old by then.
I'd like it to be lower. I mean, I'm going to start making more payments than just the monthly payment, but...
Good, guys. Everything's in the future. Of course. Nothing that she's doing right now.
I can't do anything right now as I'm sitting here, like...
Yeah, but you could have.
Right as I'm sitting here, pull out my phone and
you know what you're saying, right? You know what you're saying with this? Do you know what you're... Please, tell me. I would like to see if you're able to do a little bit of mental exercise. What are you doing when you say that?
When I say what?
Are you going to pay off more of this in the future?
Yeah.
What are you saying? What are you doing when you say that in this conversation? Let's see if you're able to get there. You able to figure this out?
I mean, obviously I don't have a job right now.
No, what are you saying? What are you doing when you say that?
That I'm going to pay it off?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Like change-wise?
No, what are you doing in this conversation when you say that?
I don't know. What am I doing?
You're deflecting like fucking mad. Any amount of pushback I give you, you say, well, I'm going to change it in the future. That means nothing. That is the deflection. That is pushing off instead of actually recognizing what you are doing that is wrong and just accepting it and that you need to change. You just, instead, when someone says something about what you're doing wrong, you say, I will change it in the future. It is the boyfriend and the girlfriend who never changes their behavior.
I'll change it.
Shut the up.
I'll do better. Is that what you want to hear?
That means nothing. Well, no, because you just said it after I called this out. Listen, your language is endless deflection. It is, oh, I'm going to stop your pushback by me saying, oh, I'm going to change it. Everything's going to be good. No, it's not. Look at your history. Look at where you are. There is not a single indication of behavior that would suggest things are going to get better. I hope they do, and I hope you take this conversation and use it. Many guests do. Many guests use this conversation to make their life better, and they prove it on the Financial Auto Follow-Up channel. But there's also many guests who come on the Financial Auto Follow-Up channel, and they don't change their behavior. They get worse, even though they said they would, out of deflection. I hope you're one...
I can't really get a whole lot of worse because I can't open more credit accounts and I can't spend more. So
trust me, there's debt you can take out, but I'm not going to help you know what kind to take out. Oh, good spending on here too. Yeah, let's spend on here. Well, $95.83 of interest is accruing. We're only making the minimum monthly payments. Kendall, go to a library. You live in Fort Worth. I know there's libraries. And Google One. That's okay. You can have it, but put it on debit. Why are you accruing interest and paying a 22.24% fee on your Google One subscription?
I don't think I actually realized that was on my Discover.
Great. Yeah. Why would we look at our statements? You literally just told me you started budgeting. You would know that this is happening. So
started budgeting yesterday, so I'm still going through things.
Nothing you say has any weight at all.
I was waiting to July 1st to hit, so everything would start new, so I could see it and budget properly, if that makes sense.
Oh, good. You also went to Europe last year.
Yes.
What a joke. You don't care about your life. You care about the quick dopamines you get and the fun and little experiences.
I mean,
you don't care about the future of your life. You care about the now.
I mean, just live a little, like...
Yeah, the now.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
I mean, I'm not always going to be able to take that trip, so wow. You don't know what the future holds.
No.
My friend.
Well, what are you saying?
Well, my friends moved to Europe, and so we were able to stay with her. So, financially, it was actually, I spent not a whole lot because I was staying with her.
You still spend money.
Yeah, but...
You had to get the flight. You spent money. It doesn't matter if it was less. It was money you don't have.
I paid most of that.
You live at home as a 28-year-old failure.
Exactly, though. I lived at home, so I don't have
without
overhead,
a job.
so I could just go and, I went to Europe.
19 days in Europe on credit cards is madness.
I spent most of it actually, with actual money, not my credit card.
Money that could have gone to paying off debt. You are a 28-year-old living at home,
but
jobless,
I got to go see,
jobless. I don't care if you saw a cathedral. That means nothing to me.
I got to see Rome,
and
actually.
I will never give a single.
I went to 9
I will
different
never
countries.
give a single.
It was, really
you can
nice.
keep talking, and I will not give a single. This means nothing, and I will acknowledge it. I don't care. I don't care what you visited in Europe. I don't give a. It doesn't
so many
matter.
people don't
doesn't
ever
matter.
travel.
I don't give a. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I still continue not to care. You keep talking. I really don't give a.
Have you gone out of the country?
Yes, I've gone to Italy, France, Germany, and
beautiful.
Austria.
Like, I wanna have
It
those
was great. Would I
experiences.
destroy my life for it and live at home as a 30-year-old failure without a job? No.
I don't regret any of it because, like,
Of course not, because you're incapable of recognizing any of your flaws, because you are the best catch that's ever existed
I don't
in this
know.
entire
My
world.
therapist thinks I'm doing pretty well in life.
Then you have a
so-
bad enabling therapist.
No, I think she's doing good.
This is this generation. You've been enabled through TikTok. You've been enabled through your therapist, and you think you're all that. You're nothing. You're a failure. You're a joke. You're disgusting. Creating content every week takes a lot. Between scripting, filming, editing, refilming because I blinked weird. Honestly, sometimes I wonder if I should have just started a faceless channel about budgeting with stick figures. But for any of you aspiring creators or burnt out veterans, you need to check out InVideo AI. It lets you create studio quality videos with your own AI avatar, like your literal face and voice, but with none of the recording stress. All you do is upload a short video of yourself and boom, InVideo builds your digital twin. AI cloning just blew my mind. We can now create digital versions of ourselves that look, sound, and move exactly like us. Then you just type out what you want the video to say, and your avatar delivers it like you had Red Bull and a teleprompter. You can even upload product images, and AI actors will interact with your product like it's a Super Bowl ad. No cameras, no lighting, no retakes because your neighbor decided to mow the lawn. So if you're tired of the YouTube grind, or you just want a smarter way to make videos, go to the link in my description, check out InVideo AI today, and create your own free avatar. It's like cloning yourself without the existential crisis. All right, let's get back to the video. As far as a human goes, in terms of the life that you are living, you are nothing. You are not a productive member of society. The rest of us will
I
be
beg to
putting.
differ.
I'm gonna have to pay more in taxes
You're
to
only
take care of
seeing
failures like
what's
you.
on paper. You're not seeing like my actual
I'm also
actions.
seeing the words and heard them. What you said the last hour and 7 minutes of my miserable life right now.
Hour and 7 minutes doesn't really tell you a whole lot about people, though.
It
There's
actually
so
does
many
when it comes to a
things.
conversation about your life.
What about finances, not about my life?
No, we're talking about your life and what you've done.
We don't know everything in depth. Like, you don't know
No,
all
of
this
course
stuff.
not. And we
Yeah.
never will. But listen, there's nothing here that's been a good sign.
Doesn't mean it's been a bad sign.
It's all been bad signs. What are you talking
Be
about?
neutral.
Are you? This makes no sense. I feel like you just living at home has allowed you to just be insane with your money, just reckless, just throwing your money away. You are nothing. For all of us here who actually do jobs and contribute to this world and live alone and pay property taxes, we are all going to have to pay more taxes at the end of our lives to take care of failures like you.
I mean, I pay
Thank
my
you for that.
taxes, so.
You don't make money. There's no taxes to be paid.
Well, I mean, when I had a job, I was paying taxes. I'm
Girl,
gonna still,
you got.
I'm
I
still gonna be
promise
paying
you. I
taxes at the end
promise
of the
you.
year.
You contributed significantly nothing.
How?
Well, the top 50% of earners in this country pay 98% of all income taxes. You are not in the top 50% of earning. You contributed nothing.
Like, I still pay taxes like everybody else. We all pay taxes. You probably don't. You're not in
Girl,
that
you
top.
paid like a few $100s of taxes.
couple thousand.
Yeah, a couple thousand, and you also probably got a refund as well.
This year I did because of being in school. So that's really nice.
Probably use that tax refund and go to Europe.
Actually, I used it to pay off a portion of the credit card.
And then we spend it all the way back up because they're all maxed
Yeah.
out. So I don't give a that means nothing. And I'm sorry, it's not even a political thing. It's not even I know it probably sounds a little right wing. It's not. That's honestly pretty objective. If people are fucking leeching, and we already know where most of the tax revenue comes from, we know that we all who out there are working are gonna have to pay for people like this who refuse to do anything their entire life.
How are you going to pay for me, though?
Because I will tell you, would you like the example? Congratulations. Social Security right now, it doesn't make money. All the money that goes in immediately gets paid out because it was denied in the 1990s to be invested in the overall market. Instead, it was put into low government bonds. Because of that, it never keeps up with inflation, meaning it was a service or, a program that is not able to actually keep up. And they tap money from it. So
getting
because of
history
that, there's not
lesson?
enough money. And because of that, we have to continue pushing retirement age. And by the time that we are in retirement, Social Security is not going to be able to sustain itself. It already takes up a massive percent of the federal budget. It is not going to be able to sustain itself, especially where we are with debt to income or debt to GDP ratio in this country. Good luck by the time we are 60 or 70, Social Security being around. Okay? So what happens when you have sacrificed nothing? You've gone to Europe forever and ever instead of putting any money aside for retirement. You have a little bit, but certainly well behind. You could have been saving money for your retirement. You won't have money. And then all of a sudden we're going to see a picture of you in a grocery store working. And there's going to be a Facebook post that goes goes viral. It's going to be, oh, she shouldn't have to work
I have
at
a
80.
401k.
Shut up. I'm going to get my point done. The 401k is dramatically underfunded. It could be funded more, but you're going to Europe instead. And there's going to be an old picture of her on Facebook. She's going to be working at 80, being a store clerk, and everyone's going to be like, shut up. Can you mute her mic? She will not stop interrupting me with her dumb. Oh, she's so obnoxious. We'll see that video. Someone's going to post, oh, she shouldn't have to work at 80. And you know what? I kind of agree. But little did we know, her entire life, she decided to go to Europe instead of actually preparing herself for retirement. And then we're going to have to pay more in taxes to fund you. And it was all your fault. Your mic's muted. Go ahead and talk. It doesn't matter. It won't be picked up. So it's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. And the rest of us, we don't get to live the lives that we sacrifice for because of fucking degenerates like you.
How do you know I'll live to 80, though?
I hope you don't.
It's kind of mean.
Unmute. Sorry, I'm worked up. I'm worked up because it is people like you that bring down the rest of society. I'm sorry, it really is. And I hope we can take this as a moment to change your life around so that you are a productive member and that you build the rest of the community up with the rest of us. But right now, you are nothing but a leech. Now, don't get me wrong. If your illness gets to a point where you literally cannot work, that is where I want us to support you because that was not your choice. That was not your choice. You know, let's say you're perfectly healthy in terms of the lifestyle choices you make and everything gets to a point where you're incapable of working. I want us all as a collective society to come in and make sure you can live a good middle-class life because you did not choose to have that disease, okay? But if your lifestyle decisions make your disease worse, that is on you.
And that's why, like, I am traveling and seeing things because I don't know what the future is going to hold. I don't know if it's going to get worse.
That means nothing. If the future gets worse and you die, you won't know that you sacrificed to save up for a better future anyway. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. That's why I want to travel and see the world.
No, that just completely went against what. Do you not listen? I'm just saying, if you die tomorrow,
I would die happy knowing that I got to travel.
No, because you won't be happy because no one dies happy because you're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, but
you're dead. You won't know. It doesn't matter that you went on vacation. You're dead. It also wouldn't have mattered that you sacrificed for the statistical likelihood that you will live a longer life. It doesn't matter. There is a statistical likelihood that you will live a longer life, so go ahead and take the sacrifices now to live that longer, better life where you can go to Europe every single year because you sacrificed.
When I'm old and like 80?
I'm not saying that. You can probably start going through your 40s as well. You can probably take a few trips through your 30s as well. Every single year like you do twice a year now. Oh, good. You're taking Are you planning another European trip already? Good. That's fantastic.
Well, UK, not Europe.
I'm so thrilled.
There's a difference.
Well, it's not in the European Union. It's in Europe still.
Scotland.
Not the mainland continent. It is still, in fact, Europe.
They consider it UK.
Huh?
Scotland?
The UK is not a continent.
Europe is in general like...
You think because they left the European Union, they fucking left the continent? They're an island.
I mean, they always consider themselves UK. Like, they are very specific about that when you go there, that they're United Kingdom, they're not Europe, so...
Oh, my...
Especially Scotland.
Oh, she's...
Scotland does not like
she's actually...
to be part of, like, Britain and all that, so... Don't consider it.
Oh. Do you think the Florida Keys are a part of North America?
Yes.
Are the islands off of Alaska?
I mean, they're North America, they're Alaska. Unless Russia bought them back.
And that would change it to being a part of Asia? If Russia bought them?
I mean, if it was Russia, probably.
Russia's also in Europe. Does that mean they would be in Europe?
Russia is considered part of Asia.
And Europe. It's in both.
Oh, yeah, because it's half, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. She's an idiot. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the catch of a century.
That part with aspect, that side of considered Asia, not Europe. That's why I said it'd be part of Asia.
That part.
That's why I said it'd be part of Asia.
Oh, she's a moron. Oh.
Either way, yeah.
Oh, what am I dealing with?
I mean, you only live once, so...
shut the fuck up. That means nothing. If you only live once, you won't know that you sacrificed because you're dead. It doesn't matter.
So...
Vote for the statistical likelihood that you're going to survive, so go ahead and sacrifice for the survival instead of fucking blowing everything now and then surviving with... You're not going to be able to go to Europe as much as you want in the future because you won't have the finances to do so. You are preventing yourself.
I probably won't want to travel a whole lot.
I hate her. You don't know. Old people travel all the time. You are so
It's better to travel when you're young, though, because you're young.
You'll be young in your 30s. You'll be young in your 40s.
I'm almost 30, so.
You'll be young in your 30s. You'll be young in your 40s.
Well, I mean, like, I'm thinking of like 50 and 60.
What, do you think your body breaks at 50? Yeah, sure. If you're starting mid to upper 60s, that's where it starts to maybe start getting a little, especially if you're not living a healthy lifestyle. Absolutely. But listen, I don't even fucking know. How it's at a 22% interest rate. This is just, what a pointless conversation I'm starting to realize. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone.
I think I'm doing pretty well.
Huh?
I think I'm doing pretty well.
There's no point in continuing this conversation. No, there is no point. If you, after all this, still think you're doing pretty well, then you're a moron that's never going to survive in this world.
I think I'm doing pretty well, like, maintaining, like, I don't know. You said I'm a moron. I'm like, no,
you're
I'm
jobless.
not.
You live at home. You can't find anyone.
I've been jobless for a week, so.
Jobless. That's jobless.
But it's not going to stay that way. I'm in between jobs.
You've applied to 20 jobs in 3 months.
Oh, so now that I know that's not enough, so I'll go home and continue applying to jobs.
Oh, guys. If you have any children out there like this, ladies and gentlemen, good luck. I wish the best.
If he was, I could
Shut the
drugs.
Shut the up. All right, here's your 401k. Which is a little earlier than normal in the document order, but 20,000 again, certainly behind for where we'd want you by approximately 30. But again, it is showing that you have the skills.
Yeah, I started that like 3-4 years ago. So
why is this so early in this document order?
Because I have a plan with it. See, like that was the thing is I'm coming on because I, want to use your app and the financial stuff. But so my idea is to liquidate the 401k since I already quit my job. Look, so to look at the 401k, I can start a clean slate, get rid of the bad debt, start over, fresh. And then when I get another job, I can go and add to it. I can double up what I was doing before and I can actually save. Look, it's really, it's not a bad idea. Like, I can then double up on it. Look, like, Lindsay, can I have the whiteboard? Like, look, I'm gonna show you, like, so you can understand.
Who the f*** do you think you are?
So, this is my 401k. Let's say this is like the debt, okay? And so if I take it, distribute the 401k, get rid of the bad debt, which is like the credit cards, I can start fresh and then I can actually start.
First of all, you have $24,000 of debt. This 401k is $20,000. So the bubbles are not maxed.
Well, $6,000 is the car.
Yeah, that's a depreciating asset that you have leverage on.
Yeah, so I'm I'll be paying that still, but so I would be spending about $15,000 for the debt, and then I'll take the rest to put aside for I can use it for the penalty and then the tax I'll have at the end.
Yes, because you'll have to pay
my penalty and then add it to the
penalty,
tax.
10%, and then your income tax bracket.
Yes.
Of which is based on your last year of filing.
Yes, in which I have already been having taken out extra. I had it.
Great, so this $20,000 will turn into what, 14?
Yeah, about. So
great, so $14,000 going to $24,000.
And so I can pay off my credit card debt, so start anew.
Would you take out right now to pay off your debt a 20% debt?
What do you mean?
Would you take out a 20% debt to consolidate all your debt?
Why wouldn't?
Would you take out? Shut up and answer my fucking question.
I wouldn't be going into.
Lady, answer my question.
I wouldn't be going into debt with the 401k though. I'd be liquidating it.
Actually, shut the up and answer my question. You are so obnoxious. You have no idea. You're a creature. I don't know what. Your parents need to be put down so they do not breed again. This is insane. I don't know how you exist and you're the best child. Good fucking luck to them.
I think I am.
Yeah, you think the UK isn't in Europe, so.
They did get rid of the union thing.
The union, the fucking border of the European Union does not determine continents. Would you take out a 20% debt right now to pay off your debt?
So it'd be gaining 20.
I'm asking a fucking question.
I understand the question. So it'd be.
This is the most simple question. Would you take out a 20% debt to pay off your debt?
And then I'll be in 20% debt after that? Yeah, I think so. Sorry, math is a bit hard.
Lindsay, please help. I can't.
Yeah.
Shut the up with your whiteboard. Get away from me with your fucking whiteboard.
I thought you wanted it.
This is your debt. And here's a debt that you can pay off. This is 20%. Would you do it?
Yes. I think it's a good decision. What else would you?
I'd pay off the debt. I'd sacrifice and not spend money on fucking fast food and DoorDash, you actual
I bet
imbecile.
since I left Starbucks, can I still keep
Shut the fuck up. It's been a week.
Can I keep the 401k without
Yes.
liquidating it?
Yes.
Because I knew that there was a thing with that too.
Yes. Could also roll it over.
When I
Roll
get
it
another
over to
job.
an IRA.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't recommend me doing that?
Because it's like taking out a 20% debt, because you're going to lose 20%, 10% for penalties, and then probably about 10% for your taxes, okay? That's like taking out a 20% debt. Also, this $20,000 that's in there. Oh, you creature. Shh. Please, I honestly, the quicker I can get away from hearing your voice, the better. You've annoyed me more than I thought I would be fucking annoyed on the show. By 59.5, when you can pull this out, tax advantage, that $20,000, if it was then 10% returning thing, which is the historical up and downs combined, the S&P 500 would be worth $438,000. So you're going to lose $48,000 by pulling it out.
But then I'd be able to start fresh.
I'm going to kill you. Because if you start fresh without changing your behavior, you're going to go into all this debt again, but you won't have
I will change my behavior. We'll see on the follow-up show. You can talk to me on the follow-up show.
Stop. Who says I'm going to fucking invite you?
Thought everybody was invited.
No!
What if I do get better and then you don't invite me though?
I'll still shun you.
Because I took out of my 401k?
We have a rule. No dumb on the follow-up channel.
Isn't that half of the people on here?
No, it's you.
You made a mess of the desk.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll fix it for you.
Probably more productive than you've been at your 7 years at Starbucks.
Actually, I was really good at the job.
Oh, I was really good. That's why they
I walked into that one.
wouldn't let me transfer. Synchrony card. Yay, yippee. Looks like this is your care credit.
Yeah, that one is medical.
$1,160.57. $70 minimum monthly payment, 17 months to pay this off. No deferred interest, and it's until paid off, so it's 0%. Okay, minimum monthly payment until it's paid off. Okay.
Because I closed it out. The care credit, right?
Huh?
The care credit you're looking at?
Yeah?
Because I closed it out so that I didn't have to pay interest. Because it was a credit card, like a medical credit card, and I had to close it out.
Equinox.
Yep. It's a really nice car. Or at least I like it. It's a step up from the 2005 car I had before.
What is the interest rate?
The interest rate, I believe it's 10%.
$6,156.37.
Yeah, the monthly payment is like $225, I think.
What do you think the car is worth, even though you owe $6,156.37 on it?
I'm not sure, actually.
Of course not. Well, it's worth $5,600.
I mean, I needed a car one way or the other, so.
Yeah. $221.81. But you could pay off a car instead of getting fast food because you live at home. And DoorDash. And moronic, dumb, bullshit, stupid stuff
I'm
like
going to
that.
change.
Shut the up. No, you're not. You're done. You're dumb. Yeah, it's at a 10.44% interest rate.
10.44. I was close. Besides the 4% little one. So I know some stuff.
Stop it. How's the condition of the car?
It's in good condition. There's no issues with it.
Miles?
I think it's 112,000
Okay.
when I got it.
Chevy Equinox?
I had my mechanic look at it, and he said it was in really good condition and that there wasn't any issues.
Good, but, we start pushing 200 on that thing, and I start getting nervous. So, I mean, that's a ticking time bomb, longer ticking time bomb, but all while we have no money? Like, that's
I'm not going to be jobless forever. I'm not going to...
Says who?
Says me. I'm not going to do it.
I don't trust you. Not a reliable narrator for this.
I mean, I've had a job for 7 years, so why would I suddenly just...
Because you can't work standing up, and you've applied to 20 jobs in 3 months.
So I'm going to apply to more jobs. So eventually, I'll get a job.
You stopped going to school for free?
I have one last class. And then if I can't find a job,
3 more years.
if I can't find a job that is tuition reimbursement, then I'll get my associates at a community college and then.
Well, I would do that, but now you're going to be starting life at like 32, so.
When my mom went.
$32 in your checking account. Your mom did it while she had a man, a partner.
True.
Could have been a girlfriend too. I don't give a slap flaps together. I'm not saying it was because of the man, but she had another income and help. Oh, good. Oh, $32 in our checking account, but oh, baby, we are spending on bull. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? 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 It's all f***ing stupid. Oh, she's going to Starbucks. $7.11 there. Shut the fuck up. You are not going to comment after every single purchase because there's only about 1,000 to go through. Shut your mouth.
Starbucks, you only get a limited amount.
And then she immediately talks. I hate
You only get a limited amount of like food and drinks, so that's why.
And now no one's going to date you because of your personality as well. Because you're horrible to have a conversation with.
I do interrupt a lot. I know. Trying to get better.
And so do I. But again, I have the other things to make up for it. You have nothing to make up for it. Okay?
But yeah, that's why I have Starbucks on there, because you only get a limited amount of stuff, so I get hungry.
Dutch Bros.
Yeah.
Cinemark, Dutch Bros, Chick-fil-A, Vox Studio, Dutch Bros, Shipley Donuts, Patreon, and a shirt the ain't ours, which, by the way, our YouTube membership is free right now. Sign up, submit your reimbursement at hammerelite.com. 3 shows a day, Monday through Friday. Best YouTube membership on the platform. Second largest, soon to be number 1, because it is the best, and you're not subscribing to that. You.
The Patreon's
It's literally free. So, Dutch Bros, Chick-fil-A, going as I get into bull. TJ Maxx, Michael Stores, Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
You don't have hobbies. You don't. I don't care. Go work 80 hours a week. I don't give a in a call center. I don't care. Starbucks, Dutch Bros. Starbucks stores, Michael Stores, Hobby Lobby, Collected Comics, and Dutch Bros, Chick-fil-A, Amazon, Chick-fil-A, fucking Walmart, Starbucks, Dutch Bros, going in against you, Dutch Bros, Chick-fil-A, ByteDance? What's ByteDance?
Oh,
That
I
sounds
think
so
it's
familiar.
CapCut.
Yes,
TikTok
that's TikTok. Okay, you're paying for CapCut, you
Yeah.
Dutch Bros. You go to Dutch Bros every second of your life.
Yeah, I've started going there recently.
Great for your health. Vintage stock
sugar-free,
Chick-fil-A. Starbucks store, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Dutch Bros. Apple Bill, PayPal on money. PayPal. I'm gonna die. That $100 in savings, guys. We're such good at being.
Well, I started the cosplay, and I thought I had everything, and then I realized that I didn't. So it led to like getting one thing here and there, then to another, and yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I was just enthralled by that.
And then the Dutch Bros, you get tired.
Oh, she's still going.
Starbucks.
Please.
You get tired of Starbucks after a while, like so. We would do Dutch Bros ones for like, and they would like pay me back.
I'm still just as interested as I was 2 minutes ago. $229 in this bull. Okay. Savings account. I don't know.
I spent $229.
Oh, no, it's in that fucking little extra savings account on the side.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm going to make a budget, but we know how this works. You have money left over. Your overhead's practically nothing. Your minimum due payments, they're but, well, actually now you don't make money, so.
We're consolidating.
What's the point of making a budget if you don't make money? I guess we can see what you need to survive. We can see what you need to survive. Your minimum monthly payments, which is, by the way, unemployed, an insane minimum monthly payment amount to have. It's disgusting. In fact, it was about a third of your previous income, which is horrendous. But either way, debt minimum monthly payment, $771.81. Okay, rent, nothing. Groceries, I'm going to say you can put $200 towards it because I know your parents put money towards it. TP fund, $100. Anything else you need to survive. I'll do hobbies, savings, fun, subscriptions, whatever. I'll call it the fun fund. You can do a total of $100. Do you have any pets?
No.
Gas, vroom, vroom, drive. Well, you don't go anywhere now. Shouldn't be. Yeah. Unless you're going into job interviews.
But
okay, I'm going to say $100. Car insurance?
That's part of the $300 to pay for my parents. That I'm not currently paying now.
Why? Wait, what?
Well, because I don't have a job, so Yeah. I mean, I will. But
Shut the f up.
Then show
Literally, they're enabling you by okay. They're allowing you not to pay the $300 you agreed to quit your God.
I didn't agree to it.
Hammer Financial Score, go f yourself. Join us in the post show. I'm gonna die and call their parents and look at her horrible resume. Remember, it is free to join Hammer Elite. Just subscribe and we'll reimburse you with a digital gift card that can be spent anywhere at hammerelite.com. See you there. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Why are you borrowing money from your dad? Not even.
Recently.
You're not even paying back. Why are you possibly borrowing money from your father?
I don't always.
Let's call Papa.
Are you familiar with the website Only?
Yeah.
How would you feel if your daughter's put in a position where she has to become an Only creator?
I mean, she's an adult. My mentality is you can always make money somewhere.
Exclusive members content. Click the link in the description or pinned comment below and watch thousands of hours of extra and uncensored content.